So this is my Kona Chute, a bike released in 1999 to take on both the downhill and urban markets. It was meant to conquer all, from the drop-offs and near vertical single track to hopping up benches and down stone steps in town. It was marketed as a bike for the super technical trails, meant to mess with your mind and your body. That's not what happened to this bike though. I picked it up early this year after receiving a tip off from Jonny at Sydney Retro Mountain Bike. The bike he sent me though definitely had a hard life. It was beaten and broken with nothing but the frame left original. Now I'll be honest, I wasn't sure on this one, but I decided to save it and I'm glad I did. This is part 1, the teardown, where you'll see how neglected this bike really was. I mean, it spins a little bit. Should come off. Okay. Was it actually in 99? I think my eyesight is terrible. I think that says August 99. When that was made. Did this bike come with Maguras? I'm not even going to bother saving these cables. I wouldn't anyway. Don't know why I said that. Jesus. See, the interesting thing about this bike is I actually bought it from a bike repair centre. Now whether it was one of his own personal bikes, I think it was. But it doesn't give much faith to the work. I know we all treat our personal bikes a little bit different, but this doesn't even have a bolt in there. Look. That's because it was stripped. The thread was completely stripped out of it. Looks like it might be stripped. That's why. Oh god. The reason I laughed then is because when the fork came out, that's the bearing cage. And there's another bearing. I just had to Google, are formula hubs any good? Turns out the consensus is they're okay, but they're only low, maybe mid-level, and this is 100% the wrong sized hub for this bike. Okay, nice. Something doesn't look right here. I think that hanger's bent. Also, the cable is well and truly rusted. I'm gonna have to cut that. It's fraying because of the rust. Now I should say here, the non-drive side arm isn't even on at the moment, and that's because it fell off pretty much as soon as I got the bike home. The mating surface was completely rounded, the square taper was gone. So yeah, I'm only left with the drive side. But before I do that, uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Okay, let's just try and get the front cage off then. At least then I can get the chainring off. Now the question is, how much faith do you have in this bottom bracket coming out? Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so everything but the dog is off on that. I really need to be careful of those bolts on that dog. They are super tight in that aluminium body, so the galvanic corrosion has probably just like welded them in there. I'm going to soak them for a little bit and then, if not, heat them up and try and break them loose without breaking them. But the rest of the parts are obviously off. I'll salvage what I can, repair what I can, and chuck into the parts bin the rest, I guess. And that's where I come back in. That's the end of the video, the strip down. I also forgot to mention that Magura front brake was actually cracked in the lever, so that's kind of no good. The rest of the parts, they got used in other projects, and I have, over the last few months, been building up the stock of original parts for the Kona Chute. So tune in on Sunday for the build of this video, where you'll go through the whole process. You'll see it all from the ground up built, and maybe if I can get out, we'll do some riding footage over the holidays. Maybe. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the second part of this video on Sunday.